Hello, welcome or welcome back, and in today's video I've got 25 gift ideas for a book lover in your life. Basically, I have 25 gifts that you could get someone that is into reading and loves books, etc. These are not in order. I literally just brain dumped and tried to think of 25 things that I would really like to be gifted. So if you like this video and like bookish style content, please do subscribe. I post every Monday at 4 p.m. and it's normally quite bookish and quite cozy, so it's a fun time over here. So number one, I'm gonna kind of speed through the first few when my brain was working. I have a Kindle. Best gift I've ever received, to be honest. I got a Kindle for Christmas last year and it has been the best thing. I am such a Kindle girly. It's a great thing for people on the move, people who don't really like holding physical books, people who like reading in bed on their side. So I love a Kindle, and I think a Kindle is probably like top 2 gifts you could get someone. Next, I have vouchers that say like Waterstones, The Works, bookish gift vouchers. I know that I would love to be given some Waterstones gift vouchers because books are expensive, and as you can see, I have a lot of books and I always am buying more books. So being able to not have to pay for them myself when I already pay for so many myself would be ideal. The next one, which is quick and easy, is physical books, signed editions, special editions. For example, I have a couple of special edition books which are like my top favourite die-hard 5-6 star reads that I have the special editions of because it's so special. For example, like Powerless, I have the Powerless special edition, I have the Quicksilver and Brimstone edition special editions. If the book lover in your life has a favourite book, see if you can get a special edition. You probably will be able to, and it's such a special gift. I literally have like a shrine for my special editions. Next, I have a personalised book stamp. I have one of these. I actually haven't figured out how to use it. I really should use it, but basically it's a little book stamp that you can stamp onto your pages, and it says the library of Blah's name, or you can get different ones, but it's personalised, and it's such a cute way to detail your books and make your books yours. So I would do that on my special editions, and when I can figure out how to actually work it, I will definitely be using it for some of my favourite books. It's such a cute thing to do for a book. I've made the biggest cup of hot Ribena because it's literally like 2 degrees today. Also, I got the winter edition Ribena and it's like a cuddle in a mug. Next, I have bookmarks, and you can get so many different types of bookmarks now. For our anniversary, my boyfriend actually bought me this really cool like sword bookmark which had a dragon on the end of it and like dangled off a chain. You can get really funky bookmarks, you can get personalised bookmarks. I am someone who does not really love dog-earing my pages. I won't like cry about it, but it's definitely not something I want to do. Having bookmarks like on hand is such a crucial thing for me, and you can get kind of themed ones. Say they have a favourite series or favourite book, you can definitely look on like Etsy and be like X bookmarks. The one my boyfriend got me I think was a bit like fourth wing coded, so I would definitely recommend getting your person some cool bookmarks. Next, on the kind of theme of decorating and little cutie little knickknacks, I have Kindle inserts, Kindle sleeves, book sleeves, more cute little ways to decorate your books and your Kindle. I have a really cute Kindle insert. I don't actually know where my Kindle is. I really need to get a Christmassy one, but for autumn I had this Gilmore Girls Luke's coded, so it's got like stars hollow and it's really sweet. I'm reading Brimstone, I don't know why it's not updated. You can get book sleeves, which are just little sleeves that your book goes in so your book doesn't get damaged. Kindle inserts, so your Kindle looks cute, and you can also get Kindle sleeves, which again protects your Kindle. I just think they're such cute like decorating bits for the book lover in your life to just feel even more cutesy when they're reading their books. I know that I love all the knickknacks that come along with reading, like the Kindle sleeves, the Kindle inserts, all the bits and bobs, the pop sockets, everything. It's such a cute way of like romanticizing it even more. Next, I have a Kindle Unlimited subscription. This is like a direct debit rolling contract, but you could offer to pay for like the first 3 months or 1 month or something because it's £10 a month. Kindle Unlimited is my favourite thing. You get so many books on there for free. Well, I guess not for free, but you pay £10 a month and you get hundreds and thousands of books on your Kindle that you can just read right away. I am such a hardcore mood reader, and so many people are, and having the Kindle Unlimited subscription is so handy because when I finish a book and I don't know what to read and I want to carry on reading on my Kindle, not come to my physical TBR, having Kindle Unlimited to just scroll through and be like, what do I think I want to read, and be able to pick a book is so nice. So buying a Kindle subscription or offering to pay for a few months or something is a very like low-key but such a kind gift. Next, I have bookish merch and fan art. I have quite a lot of bookish merch from What Emmy Reads. You can get fan art from the person's favourite book, bookish merch from maybe their favourite booktuber, BookToker, or from their favourite series. There's so many bits and bobs you can get, totes and jumpers and everything. So I definitely recommend getting maybe like a hoodie or a tote bag which is bookish themed or themed towards your person's favourite book. And same with fan art. When I move and I have my library room, I will be hanging up fan art of Zayden Ryerson, Kai Azza, maybe Cassian from Akatar. It's going to be a shrine of all my favourite things. Again, to show just how much you support their love, basically, and like fuel it. Next, I have a Kindle clicker. This is one I really want to buy for myself. Basically, it's a little clicker that sits and clips onto your Kindle, and then you have a little button, and say if you're like in bed or your hands are cold and you're resting your Kindle somewhere, you can press that button and it's like flips a page for you. It's so lazy, but my days, I feel like it's just like the most incredible thing. Like I said, it's so cold today. I was reading earlier and I was literally like covered my entire hands and just had my thumb out to try and like turn pages. So I would definitely recommend a page clicker for your Kindle. And then following on from that, I have a Kindle holder. This again is something I really would like, because when I'm in bed, being able to clip my Kindle in front of me and have my page clicker, the dream, literally the dream. So it's basically just like a phone holder that you can clip your Kindle into and then clip the holder onto all sorts of things. A lot of people do it to their beds because no one wants to hold their Kindle in bed. We're all lazy. We just want to read. We don't want to have to do the faff of holding the Kindle. Also, a reading light. Reading lights are really handy. Cozy lighting is always preferred, but sometimes cozy lighting when reading isn't ideal. Like, I really like low lighting. I do not like bright lights. I will have my flat really, really dark, but then when it comes to reading a physical book, I'm struggling. So I really recommend getting a reading light. Again, you can either clip it onto like you or your book or your Kindle, and it will just be a little micro light which lights up the page. I love it, especially like in bed when I am reading a physical book and I don't want to have all my lights on, or like I'm really tired. Having that reading light, again, it's a lazy way of reading, but it's so handy. It's so helpful. Next, I have annotating goodies. So little stickers, highlighters, pens, the little sticky note annotating, sticky notes, that's what they're called. That is such a good gift for people who do annotate. I personally don't annotate, but I wish I did. I've annotated like one book and it was literally so fun, and I'd really recommend restocking the bookish person in your lives annotating, goodie bag or goodie pencil case. You can get really cute little washi tape and really cute scrapbooky type materials, for the bookish person in your life to spruce up their book and spruce up their annotating. Next, I have box sets of books. This is such a good gift idea for people who maybe have read the first book in the series but there's like 10, or say someone loves Akatar or Throne of Glass, or I'd say Harry Potter, but we don't support Miss J.K. Rowling over here. But buying the box set is so handy because say they've read the first book but need to read the rest, you can save them a lot of faff and a lot of money and just buy them the box set. Or maybe there's a series they really want to read, again, you can buy the box set. You can also get box sets of special editions. So I think there was one for like the Elsie Silver Chestnut Springs. There was like a special edition box set. That's such a lovely gift because they can have the special editions. They might not read them. I don't read my special editions because obviously I've already read the book. My special editions are literal trophies. Like, they're my pride and joy. It's like having a medal. For the person in your life, maybe they are the same as me and they have a book which is like, if they had a special edition, it would be their medal. Having the box set would be another ball game. It would be another level. If you want to know what the bookish person in your life is reading or wants to read, you can have a look on their Fable, their Goodreads, or however they track what books they want to read, or like just listen out. You know, you want to keep that surprise element. Next, for comfort, some reading cushions. You can get this like full-on like seat reading cushion that you can put on your bed. I really want one. I don't have the space on my bed. I've got so many jelly cats and stuff, but I would really like one because, you know, reading's a bit of a shrimp posture activity. So having a reading cushion so you're a little bit more supported would be ideal, and it supports the coziness of reading and makes sure the person in your life can really just snuggle up and be attention zoned in to their book. On that, my next one is candles, mugs, blankets, etc. Just more cozy things. I always have my my candle light on when I'm reading, and I love my blanket, and obviously, like I said, got my hot Ribena, but most nights I'll have my sleepy tea. Adding to that cozy atmosphere and adding to the cozy environment is really helpful, just to make sure that the bookish person in your life sits down with their book and they are set. They're like, oh, I'm sat, I'm ready, let me cry to my book, or let me kick and giggle and blah blah blah. Next, I have an audiobook subscription or an audiobook trial or something. I personally use BookBeat. I'm not a massive fan of Audible because you only get one book a month. Otherwise you have to buy credits, which is £10, so you might as well just buy the book. But BookBeat do subscriptions, and you could offer to pay for the first 3 months or something. Audiobooks are such a easy way for if you drive loads or you travel loads, being able to still read and digest books without sitting down and reading the physical book. I love an audiobook. It's my favourite thing when I'm cleaning, when I'm driving, having an audiobook to kind of carry on reading. And reading is such a calming thing for me. Like, it's such a way to stay calm listening to my audiobook. It gives me something to focus on if I'm anxious. For the bookish person in your life, if they're really busy, an audiobook subscription would be, I presume, ideal. Next, kind of leading on from that, I have book subscriptions. For example, Fairy Loot, or I think it's Illumicrate. I would absolutely die to receive a Fairy Loot book of anything, of any kind, even like a Fairy Loot box. Fairy Loot books are the most beautiful books. They're incredibly expensive. I'm not gonna lie, they are very expensive, but they are the most beautiful books. Again, like special edition, but like the most exclusive special edition. Like, the select people who are on the Fairy Loot subscription will get that book. I'm jealous. I'm so jelly. Fairy Loot subscriptions or just a Fairy Loot box, etc. would be such a nice gift. You can pick your book theme. You can also just choose a romantasy or fantasy or romance edition, but you can also, I think, on their website choose Fourth Wing, or I keep referencing Fourth Wing, it's just the first thing that's coming to my head. Fourth Wing or Quicksilver or something. You can, I think, pick. I would definitely recommend that. I think Fairy Loot to us readers is like such a big deal, and I would absolutely die to receive a Fairy Loot book or Fairy Loot box. I think it's the same with Illumicrate. I've heard about Illumicrate, but I haven't actually done my own research into it, but I think it's very, very similar. You can get special edition, very special edition, exclusive edition books and a subscription. So I would definitely recommend that, even if it's just for 1 month, like just the one box, or you offer to pay for the first few months, etc. That would be such a good gift. Next, I have a book journal for the people who do really love annotating and writing about their books, and really like writing their reviews and get really crafty with their reading. I think a book journal would be so cute. I think you can get them online or on Etsy, and you can get really specific, like not guided, but like decked out ones, or you can get a more kind of basic one which the bookish person in your life can fill out themselves. For the people who take their reading a little bit more, not seriously, that's not the word, but like they really get into it and they love making it not just reading, they like to scrapbook and write their really lengthy reviews. I feel like a book journal would be ideal. Next, for the bookish person in your life who has a big bookshelf, bookcase accessories are so cute and such a good gift. You can get like bookends, you can get these little like bookcase buildings, which are basically like you build this little wooden building, or you have this little building but it's small that you can put on your bookcase to decorate your bookcase. I cannot wait to be able to move and have bigger bookcases. I want, like I said, I want a library room, and my bookcases, I will take pride and joy in them. They will be decked out, they will be gorgeous, they will be gorgina. Bookcase accessories is such a cute way to decorate your bookcases and make it feel more cozy in your library room or in your reading area, and it's just such a cute little crafty thing to do because you have to build it as well. I've spent a lot of time looking at little bookcase accessories. I'm just manifesting my Billy bookcases for when we move. Next, I have a blind date with a book. Now, you can either actually buy these on Etsy or you can do it yourself, and it's basically where you wrap up a book and you also add a little like package together, so maybe some hot chocolate, a biscuit, or like some biscuits or a snack, a candle, maybe a little pen and a little collection of annotating goodies. these, a bookmark, and you can basically create this little blind date with a book basically. So you can either get them off Etsy. I would be careful though. I did that and I was very underwhelmed. Some people do it really, really well. Other people, you can tell they have books that they didn't like and they're just getting rid of them. So I would be slightly careful. If anything, I'd just recommend you do it yourself. It's really like affordable because you just buy a book, wrap it up, get a little single sachet of hot chocolate, a little packet of biscuits, etc. Like, it's quite an affordable but really cute gift. Kind of leading on from that, I have a book bouquet. I would die if I received one of these, and basically, again, you can get these on Etsy or you can do them yourself. They're a little bit hard, they look hard to do, but it's basically where you pick like 3 to 5 books and you create them and kind of wrap them in a way of a bouquet, and you can again add like hot chocolate and stuff, or you can add fake flowers or something. It looks so cool. I would love to receive one of these. They look so cute, and I think it's such a sweet gift to give, and it's very aesthetically pleasing for the reader as well, to kind of be able to unwrap them all, have the fake flowers, maybe have the hot chocolate, etc. with them. Last two, I've kind of like should have mentioned this earlier, but I have either a TBR cart or a bookcase. TBR carts are so handy. They're just from IKEA, but it means that the bookish person in your life can add the books that they haven't yet read and really want to read, or as just a mini bookcase. I would love a TBR cart. You can also kind of get one with a lid which you can put your annotating goodies in, and then also a bookcase. Maybe if your person is like me and has a small bookcase, you could get them a bigger one, or if they've really just started getting into reading, you can kind of fuel the passion by getting them a bookcase, because then they can fill the whole bookcase with books. And then lastly, a little bit more niche I guess, but say there's an author in your bookish person's life they love and they're coming out with like a book signing or a bookish event, absolutely get them tickets for the event. It would be a dream to meet like Lauren Roberts and Elsie Silver for me. So maybe if there's a book signing or just a bookish event that's coming up next year, definitely buy them tickets. But that is 25 things that you could get the bookish person in your life for Christmas, or just a gift guide. I hope you enjoyed. I hope at least some of these were helpful. I did just use my own brain, and then I checked with ChatGPT at like the very end, but I'm trying not to use so much AI, so I was like going with it, and then I was like So I really hope this was at least a little bit helpful. Please do subscribe. I post all sorts of bookish / lifestyle / just cozy content. I also have TikTok and Instagram which are way more bookish focused, so you can follow me over there as well. Thank you so much for watching. Kisses and hugs. Bye.